I got my cast iron skillet here, only used twice, so this will be the third time, and I'm a little bit nervous, man. I mean a lot nervous actually, because for the first time I'm going to be cooking some ground beef in there. And when I say first time, I mean it, guys. This is my first time ever cooking ground beef. Can you believe that? I've cooked steak for years. I've cooked pork chops. I've cooked chicken. Throw some sausages, you know, whatever. But I've never really in my life put ground beef in a pan and then kind of separated it into little pieces and stuff. What I'm going to do is start chopping the onions. Now the recipe doesn't call for onions, but you can't go wrong with, you know, meat and onions. So let's get started here. So I forgot to mention we are doing sloppy joes. Also for my first time ever trying sloppy joes. Call me crazy, but I'm a little bit skeptic. I'm stepping over here because the fans are really loud, by the way. I've never really tried it before, sloppy joes. And I'm really hoping it's not what I think it is, which is like just too ketchup-y, if you will, or whatever. I guess what I'm trying to say is I hope it's not really made for just kids. I just hope it's not something that's going to taste disgusting and it's going to be like just made for hungry kids or whatever, and something I can enjoy. I know the ground beef and onions are going to be good, but that's sauce, you know, so maybe I won't put too much sauce, or because it's my first time and I don't know if I'm going to like it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I really hope I'm wrong, and I hope I enjoy it. I'm going to make it the best I can, so we'll see. Right, buddy? So let's start this off with some of this stir fry oil, which is cottonseed oil. I got this from Amazon. It's called stir fry oil. Really has that garlicky smell. And we are going to throw this in there now. We're going to throw it in cold and then turn it on warm and start to mix it up. Alright guys, I'm back here because those fans were just a little too loud for me. So this is my first time ever trying Sloppy Joe, and I'm going to be doing a taste comparison. As I said, you know, I'm a little bit doubtful. I still don't know why. I'm kind of thinking in the back of my mind this is probably made for kids and I'm not going to like it. It's going to be all ketchup-y and stuff, like how kids put ketchup on eggs, you know. You can do that when you're a kid, but when you're an adult, it's like, oh, no, hell no. So, you know, I'm hoping it's wrong in this case and that I'm going to like it. So, we'll see. You know, I mean, if anything, I'll just never do Sloppy Joe again, right? Just do regular burgers. So, all that being said, I bought 3 different ones, and I'm going to be doing a taste comparison. I'll try the original first, all right? And I'll show you the ones I got here. I'll try the original first, and then I'll try this thick and chunky. And then I saw this on in the market, and it's pretty much from a brand called Red Fork. Never heard of them, but we'll see how it goes. Now these here say just add meat. They both say just add meat, but this one says add meat and either a can of tomato sauce, or it says either add tomato sauce or 1 can of crushed tomatoes. So I'm gonna go crazy on this, and what I'm gonna do is, I could totally be wrong, but I'm just gonna go with a little bit of tomato soup, which is, you know, not that far off from crushed tomatoes. It's just, it's got a little more seasoning in it. We'll see how that works. So I'm gonna start this off on low, and I'll go on medium and just kind of separate it the whole time. This is my first time ever cooking ground beef and trying to separate it in little pieces. My grandma's been doing this all her life for the meals that she makes and stuff, so she would know how to do this right now. Now the onions look a lot, but once they start cooking, the onions are going to shrink and it all mixes in really nice. I'm hoping anyway. So call me crazy, but I'm going to take a dab while this puppy starts to sizzle. That'll kill some time.
Free throw bank with a lot of confidence.
Oh my God, he just lost to a girl. Why, Chris Paul? Why would you lose to a girl? He lost to a whore. You get it? He lost to a whore. I came back just in time, dude. You do not want to let the meat stick to each other, I guess. Okay, apparently I came a little bit too late because it's kind of sticking. Damn dab. I was only gone for like a minute, but I guess you're supposed to not let the meat stick, Al. Let's mix it up good. All right, guys, I gotta put the camera down so I can mix it up. This is where the GoPro would come in handy. If I didn't mention already, I'm buying a GoPro camera, and I'm going to be one of the first people on YouTube doing food reviews, POV, like point of view food reviews, where I can use both my hands, and you kind of, as you're watching, you feel like you're the person eating. So that's going to be cool once I get my GoPro cam. Anyway, so right now I got to put the camera down and just mix all this up. All right. See, when you got cooking in your blood, even though you go take a dab when you weren't supposed to and you come back and the meat's kind of stuck, you can still separate it and make it look nice. All right, now here's what I'm going to do. I know you're not supposed to add any seasonings because this has all the seasonings in it, but I've never tried this stuff, and I have heard so much good stuff about it on the internet. Everybody loves it. Why not put a little bit of it right now? You can see it's still brand new. I bought it, never tried it. Let's put some Worcestershire in there. Not a lot, just enough to season what's going on here. I'm gonna just kind of smell this stuff, see what I think. Oh yeah, that's kind of sweet. Okay, that's gonna do. And now I'm going to go back to mixing, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes. There's that Chef John guy on YouTube who always raves about this stuff, so let's add just a touch of cayenne here, put a little spice to this food. So just a little touch, as I said, because the thing is I want to review these, and because I never tasted that before. So I'm not really trying to spice this up. I shouldn't have even did what I did, considering I've never had Sloppy Joe before. I heard you can put cheese on Sloppy Joe, so I'm putting this out the fridge so it gets down to room temperature. So I just realized I've been cooking this whole thing on like really low heat. Now here's the thing, because I've never done ground beef before, on the can it says just brown the meat. Well, this is brown, and I guess that means it's done, but I mean, just for the reason that I've never done ground beef before, I'm gonna go like another 5 minutes. Yeah, that's good. It'll be slow cooked Sloppy Joes, which is actually better anytime you slow cook something. Give the seasonings a chance to sink in. I wish I didn't have to kind of whisper, but I don't want my neighbors to hear everything. Although every time I'm playing video games, they do hear a lot, that's for damn sure. But I found out from a lot of people that I'm not the only one who yells and screams at the video games. Looking good, so I'm going to go back to stirring this up, and I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes. Alright guys, she has really been steaming for a good couple of minutes now, so I'm thinking she's done. I turned it down, and it's ready for the sauces, which means she is going to cook for like at least a couple of more minutes, because I want the sauces to be nice and hot. Gonna need my opener. Let's go. Okay, so first we got the original. I'm gonna put the original just so I know where everything is. My stoner memory. I'm gonna put the original by this handle here and going towards the right of the handle, okay? Oh, good God, it looks like ketchup. And I was hoping it's not going to taste all ketchup-y, dude. Because I can just put ketchup on the damn thing myself. Oh, good God, I hope this is going to be worth my time. Here we got the thick and chunky. Also kind of looks ketchup-y, but it looks a little better. So I'm going to go I'm going to leave that space to know they're separated there. Alright, now I know I shouldn't do this, but I got a little taste off each dripping. Basically, this one kind of tasted like ketchup. This one tasted like barbecue sauce. And now let's go with this one. I'm going to have to mix them up. Alright, so I don't know if it's going to play out the same once the burgers are ready, but this stuff tasted good. This Red Fork stuff Just got a little taste and it tasted damn good. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of this stuff. It doesn't really say how much. No, it actually does. But I'm not using the whole thing, so I'm gonna have to guess, okay? It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it all right. And we are now ready for the last part. Okay, buns are out of the oven. Let's see what these sloppy joes are all about. I'm gonna start with the original. Ladies and gentlemen, my first sloppy joe. Steaming up my camera. Alright, now you know I can't wait to bite into that. Let me tell you guys what I think here. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Sorry, gotta put the camera down until I get my GoPro. So I'm about to find out why they call it a sloppy joe. Oh, I almost forgot, man. Some Swiss cheese on that motherfucker. I'm gonna try to take my first bite without the cheese because I just realized I haven't had a sloppy joe. But I mean, the cheese ain't gonna change that much. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, it's burning my mouth. It's so hot, but I cannot stop eating. I had no idea I would like it this much. And this is the one that I thought smelled the worst. I thought this one smelled like ketchup, but it does not taste like that at all. I do want to do that last one, which will be the red fork. Got these out of the oven. As soon as you take your first bite, because it gets like compressed, the cheese just melts so gooey. Told you. I mean, how do you describe that? How do you describe that amazing flavor? And I've always been bad with describing like flavors. And with this, it's amazing. Just downright amazing. Even the corners of the cheese is all melted now. Just absolutely amazing. Oh Lord, I'm so stuffed, but there's no way I don't finish that because of how good it tastes. I know, bud. I know it smells good, but you can't eat this stuff. I couldn't resist. I got you, poop. I got you. Alright, so I'm back here in the living room so I can hear myself think. Just got my water shipment too, by the way. But anyway, so as far as the review, now the way I had them lined up is kind of actually the way I like them step by step. The original one was first, and I remember when I opened it up right out of the can, I just kind of gave it just a quick little taste off what was kind of dripping off the side of the can. And I was like, oh no. It's kind of like my worst fears. It tastes like ketchup. So the second one, I opened it up, is the thick and meaty one. That one, right off the bat, right out of the can, again, I just kind of tasted what was dripping off the side there. And that's what she said. But, the second one kind of had more of a barbecue sauce taste to it. And I was like, huh. And then that last one, right out of the bottle, without mixing the tomato sauce in there, it kind of tasted good. It was more like of a roasted, I tasted some kind of like roasted red pepper stuff in there. It was pretty good. But then, when I cooked them, I mean, damned if they were not all good. But I do have to say this. I said this a couple of times during the filming. I am going to say it again. You don't want to overdo it with the sauce. As long as you remember that the meat and the onions, or if you're not putting onions, the meat, that's the main course. The sauce is just enough to make that meat taste like that sauce. You don't want the sauce to be your main course unless you're like a 4 or 5 or 6 year old or something like that. You know, for an adult, you want the meat and the onions to be your main course, and you put just a little bit of that sauce on top and you kind of mix it in. It was damn good. It was damn good. The Thick and Hearty was a little better than the original, and then the one from Red Fork was just a little better than the Thick and Hearty. So if I had to choose, I would go with the Red Fork.